Anderson County. This is Councilman Brett Sanders recapping August the 5th, 2025 County Council meeting. Tonight we had third reading on the 1% tax road thing to go on the referendum. And there was a lot of people here tonight. Glad to see people come out and get involved and debate their side or point of view of the ordinance or the referendum that's going to be placed on the ballot. Basically, it was told that, we put the same thing on there. They voted, we've already voted no. And regardless whether you support it or don't support it, the reason it's going back on there is it's really the only way that I see roads getting paved in Anderson County. And there's a lot of misconceptions on different funding ways that they can do it, but I challenge and welcome anyone to get online, look at our budget, and please help us find a way. And I've been finance chairman for 6 years now, and I take the budget very seriously and manage and look at every aspect of it. And for what we need, $30 to $40 million a year, and I don't know where you're going to find it. And, I hate to say that, but basically, though, the last one that was on the ordinance or on the referendum, there was two things on there. It was the capital improvement project, and then there was a vote on there to approve the bond and go ahead and get engineers started. So when money start coming in, everything's ready. You can bond against it. We can actually start paving pretty much immediately. But that one had a lot of vagueness in it, and to be honest with you, I didn't like that one. It left too much ambiguity in there on what council or future council and ways that the money could be spent. This is, a total different thing. This is a capital sales tax, and it is stated out, and there was a committee formed, volunteers worked on a committee, went through different things. But this one here, it has to list the roads. Money cannot be spent on anything other than roads, bridges, and infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, I'm not talking sewer and water. The infrastructure I'm talking about is guardrails, intersections, safety concerns along our roadways. And they have to be listed out. All those projects, the committee that signed up, the gentleman on the committee got up and spoke tonight, he signed up for, if this passes, for 8 years to help make sure all that's getting there. It will be audited by an external audit and the state. And if that money is misappropriated or anything, the state can come in, and however that money's being misappropriated or by whom, they can be prosecuted. So this money and the vote here, everything goes toward roads. And like I was saying, the last ballot was on there. There was a lot of other things that money could be spent for, and it didn't fail too miserably, but the people voted for the bond to allow us to bond. So I think that, one of the reasons it's on there is changed to get everything identified to how it can only be spent. The second thing was for that vote to turn out that way, there was a lot of people that didn't understand what they were voting on. And I think this time they are trying to educate people on it, answer questions to get more and to give people more information to vote yes or no. And I think, before I vote on anything or I vote for a candidate, if I get in there and I'm not sure about someone, you don't go in there, I recognize that name and vote for them. No, you do your homework, do your research, ask people, call around. But I take pride in what I do. I take pride in everything that I look at. I make sure I do the research, and if something comes before me that I haven't had the time to research properly or get my questions answered, I'm not going to vote, or I'm not going to participate in your debate or your argument or whatever you want to call it. I don't have the information, so I'd rather stand on the sideline until I can get my information and then come back in. Enough of that. Also tonight we had a big project, and it was Project Pine is the so-called name they've given it right now, and it's a $51.6 million investment. It's going to create 54 jobs with an average wage of $53.35 per hour. and I believe the taxes paid last year on the property they're on, I think it said it was $73, and the first year of taxes for 2020, it was $73. 2023 taxes after they purchased the property was $15,937, and additional property taxes for 2026 is $115,946. And finally tonight we had bid approval for the land records management software system, and I know I've had several calls and concerns, not mortgage theft, but property theft, and it's a software that tracks if anyone is trying to file anything against your property or on your property or trying to get a deed on your property. So that software, I'm not sure if we got the exact implementation date, but it is in the process. It will be here, and then when it does, they are alerted. It will alert the property owner at that time where they can get in there and stop home theft or whatever you see. But it is a major problem, across the United States. I don't know if we've had any in Anderson County, so to speak, but it's better safe than sorry, and it's another layer of protection for our citizens here in Anderson County.